Hello everyone, I'm Debbie Polachek. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to my channel. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to make this mask. I had made a video earlier, but I went ahead and go ahead and cancel that one out and show you this one because I made some adjustments to the mask again, trying to get it so that you can actually wear it and talk in it, and so it doesn't move around on your face so much and open up. And I made some changes in the nose. So if you've seen that video, this one will be a little bit different. Anyway, also on this video, I'm just making the mask. I'm showing you how to make the pattern. And you make the pattern actually with your hand. So it could be made for you, or it can make it for your children. By using their hand, it will fit their face according to what their hand size is. So it'll be a fun little project to bake with you and your child, and they can help in the making of it, and they might be more likely to wear the mask if they had a hand in it. So yes, today that we'll be making this mask out of only, and since I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I will show you how to stamp and paint a mask, and that's going to be a separate video, so I'll leave you a link to that video in this video if you do want to do that yourself. This is the one that I stamped and I painted some flowers on it. So if you'd like to watch that, just look for that link below. Okay, let's get started making this mask. Okay, we're going to make another, we're going to make a pattern for our mask. And so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to cut off about 1.5 inches off this end of the long end of the paper. This is just a piece of regular typing paper. As I put some marks on my hand, where my hand bends right here, there's a little knuckle in here, or whatever this is, a bone in there, that I put a mark with a magic marker. I put a mark at the base of my pointing finger and that middle knuckle. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure my whole hand, including to this black line, is covering this paper. Now I'm going to hold my hand together, my fingers together, except for my thumb, and I'm going to make an L with that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a mark here, a mark here, and a mark at the end of my thumb. And this is point A, B, and C. Now I'm going to do a triangle, go from A to C, from B to C, and A to B. Now I'm going to take this finger and this hand, again put my fingers together, and what I'm trying to do is put this point like it was going straight down to the C, and I'm trying to keep my hand as level to this line as I can. So I need to move it up just a touch to make it more level. Right there. And now I'm going to put a mark at the end of this finger right here. Now this is D. I'm going to draw a straight line from C to D. Okay. Now I'm going to put my finger at this point again, and I'm going to put a point right here, again where this mark is, put my end of my finger here, A, and then a point right here. And this is E. Now I'm going to turn it this way, and in the middle of this line from A to B, I'm going to put a point. That's just my reference point. Now I'm going to take this line and I want to probably go above this line about a half an inch. If you go all the way down to E, it makes this mask look a lot like a beak, and we're trying to get it look at least like a beak as we can. Okay, so we're going from a half an inch here above the E and go, then curve it on down to D. Now we want to make a mark between C and B. C and D. Okay. Now we're going to make where we got this point halfway in between these two. I want to, let me do this first. Go ahead and go from this point to this point in the middle of each and make a line and go on past that line. Now take your finger and go from this point and make a new mark at this knuckle here. There you go. Now this one you would curve from A and then curve down to B. This part right here is where your nose is sitting inside, and this room here is so that you can breathe inside of this. You got to have some way of having air inside of there, so that's what that's for. Now this, what I'm going to do is to cut this so we have room to actually talk when we do this. And I noticed on a normal talk my mouth opens about an inch, so this is what this paper is for. And I'm going to cut it right to that point. Open this up about an inch. Which is right here and right here on my paper. I'll take a little bit of glue, dot it kind of all the way across there. Okay. Take my piece of paper. I'm going to open it up to that inch mark. Wait a minute. I want to open it up to the inch mark at the end of the pattern. So where this pattern ends, not to the end of the paper. If it's a little more, it's okay. Probably for me, a little bit more would be good. Yep, I think that'll work. So now what we're going to do is just cut this pattern out. And we are ready to start cutting fabric. What I'm going to use is an old diaper. Well, diaper fabric. And but something soft that's against your skin. I've seen some people use flannel. Some people use an old t-shirt. I guess even some cotton fabric would not be bad because it's right against your face, and that seems like that would feel pretty comfortable. Now you can use fabric of anything that you like, a print or solid, whatever you think is good. Or if you're into stamping and painting and stuff like that, I have another video that I can link you to that you will be able to learn how to stamp and paint on fabric. Okay, I decided to use this printed fabric and muslin, some cotton muslin for my lining. So I've got face to face here, the lining and the printed fabric. And I've got my pattern pinned to this, and I'm going to cut all 4 of these out at one time. You could cut this with a rotary cutter, but watch out for your finger. I had a friend that did a number on her finger. I'll put a picture on this video with her rotary cutter. I want to take this pattern and fold it on this line right here. And I want to take 2 more pieces of that lining that I used and cut this out. These are the things that some people use inside of these to make them saved. Because really the fabric, I think, alone is not very saved. So there is some links to these filters that you can use. I think they are hospital grade filters that are supposed to be very safe for the virus. Some people, I think, when there's been shortages of those things, they've been using toilet paper, rolling up the toilet paper, you know, several times and sticking it. This is what we've been doing here. We're making a pocket to hold this, so you can just roll it up. All this area here is going to be tight from your chin. All this area here is going to be tight because of the thing that goes around your nose. It's going to be elastic going around your nose. And this right here, we're going to put one of those bread, what they call them, bread ties. Those things that you take and you, one of these. You take them and you can twist them. Twist ties, that's what they're called. And we're going to put that along where the nose area is. So so there's no air can get in through here. No air can get in through here or here. So the only area that you will be needing a filter would be in this area here. So we're going to make this pocket so we can slide things inside of there. Toilet paper's one idea. I heard that it was good if you can't find the filter. And also was coffee filters. So both of those most people have at home. Okay. I'll go ahead and leave this together so I know which is the top and which is the bottom. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and pin this now so I can see that. I'm going to go ahead and fold this out. And I'm going to take it to the ironing board first. And I'm going to fold it down probably just one time and just do a zigzag across here. That'll be the most comfortable. So fold it, iron it, and then do a zigzag across the top here. Okay. And on the mask itself, I'm going to take the right sides of this, sew it a ½ inch away from the edge there, and also the same right here, a ½ inch away from the edge. And I will be back. Okay, now I'm going to take these and go ahead and clip the curves. Try not to cut your thread. Okay, I pressed this. So I'm going to do my zigzag next. And then I'm going to press this open on both of the pieces here. Just take my iron and press that open. So that it with a ½ inch seam. And Again, I'm going to go ahead and clip the corners and trim them. I'm trimming about half of this off. I'm just got to pin this to the right side. So this, the wrong side is to the right side of this. So I'm pinning the wrong side to the right side, matching up my seams. Now I'm going to take the bottom of this one, which this is the top. No, this is the top. Oh, it's hard to tell. Yeah, this is the top. Yeah, see the top is this is flatter and this is more arched. So the top is the arch part. I'm going to put that to the right side of the, together basically, the right side of everything together. This is the inside, this is the right side, and this is all the right side. So I'm going to take this and pin this at the seam. Put those seams together. Now I'm going to make a 1/2 inch seam here, 1/2 inch seam here. Yeah, again, I'm going to go ahead and clip the corners. Now I'm going to turn this inside out. Now I'm going to take this back to the ironing board and press all my seams so you can't see the lining from the front. Plus, what I think I'm going to do is take my sewing machine and go ahead and do my top stitching here, and do that stitch about 2 inches across here, probably 1/4 of an inch away from the edge. Okay, I got everything pressed. Now I'm going to take my my twist tie, my braid twist tie, and just go ahead and stick it in that little 2-inch slot that I made here. And I'm going to try to get it about the center, and I think that's about it. Now I'm going to go ahead and sew that all the way across. Continue that line all the way across, and the same on the bottom here. And I'll be back. Okay, I did my top stitching, 1/4 of an inch about from the top, being careful not to catch that thing in there. And I think it's going to be just fine. So this is to bend around your nose so you can close up that gap there. And that should be pretty good. And as far as I can see, my mouth does open up okay. I can talk. It wouldn't have hurt if I went ahead and used a 1.5 inches and did a 1 1/4 inch there, so that probably would even be a little bit better. I forgot about, actually, when we do the seam allowance, this is not really an inch right here. It starts getting smaller as it goes down, so go ahead and leave yours at 1.25 inch gap instead of just 1 inch. Now I went ahead and ironed 1/2 inch down, and then another 5/8 inch down, and I'm going to take a stitch line right across here, right close to the edge. For me, I found that about a 9-inch piece of round elastic works well, or you can use a 1/4 inch elastic. You could even probably stick a piece of ribbon in here and just tie it around your ear so it fits at a comfortable thing. You know, maybe even tie a knot and then trim it afterwards, and that way you can run it back through here, and then that way you'll know where it's at. Let's see, would that work? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not real sure. But anyway, if you don't have elastic, you might try the ribbon and see if that works for you. But I do have some elastic, and I even actually have some black 2mm round elastic. So I'm going to cut 2 pieces at 9 inches. And thread that through. This one's a little softer than my white one, so I might need some help threading that through. I was going to tell y'all about a video that where I got this idea of making this pattern. I did do some adjustments on it. I'm going to have to leave the name of the video under the description below, because I have no idea what I did with that information. So I'll just leave that in there. But anyway, she's the one that I got this idea from. I had, like I said, make some changes. One, like I said, the mouth wouldn't open, and every time I would open my mouth, this would slide back over my chin. So, and then you do need something here to kind of help keep that at your nose, because if not, it'll gap open. And then this makes it nice to put the stuff, once you put this on your face, see it's floppy right now, but it's going to fit in there just real nice. And when you put it on, then your face will keep it up. And what I was going to say about the video is that she had a cute way of doing this part here. She had this, she took a straw. I don't have a plastic straw, but she had a straw about this long, cut. Then she took her scissors, looks like, and cut it, slid it probably about a 1/2 inch down. She threaded her elastic through that and just pulled it back, held it this way, and then just pulled it down on itself, and it held within that plastic. And that way she could just stick the straw through here very easily and get whatever she wanted through there. I thought that was real clever. But anyway, if you get a chance, check out her video. She actually sewed it by hand instead of a sewing machine. So then just tie an overhand knot here, like you would tie a balloon. And I've got about 1 inch tail here that I'm going to pull real tight. Pull this way and that way, and then just trim it off. Then I'm going to pull this back through. Then later, I'm not going to do it now, but I'm going to go ahead and put a stitch across there. Make sure it fits well. Then I'll put a stitch across here so the knot will stay within that area there. That's my plan. So anyway, hope this works out for you. And like I said, I'll leave a link for the filters that you can get that are very safe to put inside of here. Otherwise, if you can't get them, go ahead and try the coffee filter or the toilet paper, rolling it up. And just roll it up several times. Coffee filter would be a little bit lighter. And just stick it right there, because only, like I said, the only place that you're going to be breathing through is this area right here where it's full, and the rest will be tied against your face, and so you won't have any problems there. Give me a thumbs up and share my video if you don't mind, and subscribe if you want to see more things. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so I will have another video that's that I have used the O pattern for, that I did some painting on the fabric. So if you're into stamping and a painting, I've used acrylic paint to use the paint, go ahead and join me there, and I'll leave a link below for that as well. So hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.